I think that being bored is a really important thing to be comfortable with being, like being alone with your thoughts. I remember like being a kid and like hating being bored and not knowing what to like do with myself in a way. And at some point, like throughout the time of being bored, I always kind of like felt like that I remembered or not remembered, but I always figured out how to cure that boredom, whether it was just getting like lost in imagination or drawing or like something like that. And I think that's like how, you kind of get better with being by yourself or get better with sitting with yourself and sitting with your own thoughts and being comfortable with yourself is like you're bored and now you just must figure out how to live or like figure out who you are and figure out, okay, when I have nothing stimulating, what can I do? It's easy to like quote unquote escape boredom by like literally like doom scrolling or by literally just doom scrolling. I think just doom scrolling is like the easiest way a lot of us escape or quote unquote escape boredom, but you're not really escaping boredom. You're kind of just putting it off for later because either way that boredom will come back. Like even I feel like listening to music is a way of not allowing yourself to be bored. Like I feel like you just need to be bored and sit with yourself. And I think that's kind of how you can find out more about yourself and find out more about who you are when you ask the question, who am I? Because I feel like if you can ask yourself who you are while you're bored and just force yourself to answer the question, it can be kind of overwhelming at first because you might not know who you are. But I think if you don't know, and I feel like sometimes I struggle with like knowing who I am at times as well. I feel like if you don't know, that's even better in a way because now you're bored. And let's say you get off work and you're bored and you don't know who you are. This is a great time to, figure that out. Like, put your phone down and just ask, what can I do right now that will give me enjoyment that isn't my phone? And I think that's just a great question to ask yourself. How can I fulfill myself right now without my phone and just be? And for myself right now, it's been realizing like the types of books that I enjoy reading. And it's kind of like more of like self-help type of introspectives like introspective philosophical kind of books. And I enjoy like reading those books. And I wouldn't have known that if I just kept doom scrolling my life away, you know. Like I still enjoy like books like Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Big Nate, and it was really fun to like revisit my childhood with reading those books. But I would have never been able to revisit, you know, those books that kind of brought me joy and made me smile and laugh if I just kept doom scrolling my boredom away in that way. So I would say be bored, figure out, more about yourself if you can, and just ask yourself the question, who am I? And try to answer it. I don't really have too much of an answer myself. Like I have a few, but it's like I want to be sure of those answers. And I think the best way to become sure of them is to be bored. So yeah, be bored, be bored.